You are 8 months pregnant and you are walking. The band does not stop for you. Your belly pulls at your spine like a stone tied to your waist. Every step aches through your hips. The wind cuts through your hide wrap and finds your skin. You press one hand against your lower back and keep moving. Then it hits, a tightening, low and hard. You stop. The band walks on. No one turns around. You stand alone on the frozen trail, with both hands on your stomach. It passes. You walk again, because stopping means dying, and dying means the baby dies too. You stare at the empty trail ahead of you, and you wonder when your body stopped belonging to you. The answer is not on this trail. The answer is much older than that. The answer starts when you are 4 years old, watching your mother's belly grow round for the 5th time, while her eyes go empty. Age 4. You do not know the word for obligation, but you know what it looks like when your mother's belly swells again and her hands never stop moving. You were born into a small band of 12 people. You live in a limestone cave above a frozen river valley. Your mother is not soft. She is not warm. She is a tired shape hunched over a bone-scraping tool, stretching animal hides thin enough to sew into wrappings. Her hands never stop. Her eyes never look at you. The rule of your world is simple. Women keep the fire. Women prepare the hides. Women bear the children. Nobody asks you what you want. There is no other path. There never was. Age 5. You watch the woman who sleeps near the cave entrance go into labor. 3 women crouch around her. She screams for hours. You stand at the back of the cave and listen. Then she stops screaming. The old woman with the scarred belly shakes her head. They carry the body outside. Nobody speaks. Nobody cleans the blood. You stand there. The smell hits you. Warm blood and animal fat. Thick and sweet and iron sharp. It burns itself into your memory forever. Nobody talks about it the next morning. Nobody ever talks about it. Age 7. The old woman puts a bone-scraping tool in your hand and says, "Thin this hide, or the baby freezes tonight." You sit cross-legged on the cave floor. You drag the tool across the stretched animal skin. The hide is stiff. Your arms burn. You scrape again, and again. The tool slips and slices your thumb open. You keep scraping. Blood mixes with the animal fat on the skin. You keep going, because stopping means someone in this cave goes cold. Congratulations. You have successfully thinned one hide. Your reward is doing it every single day for the rest of your life. Living the dream. The old woman watches you fumble the stretch. She has a wide belly covered in pale scars and hands like dried wood. She looks down at you and says, "Your body belongs to the band. Learn that now. You had dreams once. You wanted to run with the hunters. You wanted to feel the wind on your face without a child pulling at your spine. None of that matters now." The old woman hands you a pouch of dried yarrow and tells you to memorize which plants stop bleeding. The river is just another thing to fetch water from. That is what they teach you. That is all they teach you. They send you to help with a birth when you are 9. The woman in labor grips your wrist so hard your fingers go numb. You watch the baby come out slick and red. You are supposed to feel pride. Instead, you feel the woman's fingernails cutting into your skin. You tell the old woman you are fine. She looks at you. She knows you are not. She says nothing. That night, you smell warm blood and fat on your hands. You wash them in the frozen stream. The smell does not come off, and that scares you more than the screaming ever did. Age 14. Your body changes without your permission, and the band looks at you like you owe them a future. Your belly rounds for the first time. The band moves camp every few days. You must walk with them, 15 miles a day. Your hips ache. Your back screams. Your feet swell inside your hide wrappings. The man who fathered the child walks ahead with the hunters. He does not carry your load. You carry it. You carry all of it. You tell yourself this is how it works. You tell yourself you have no choice. You walk. Age 18. The first birth goes wrong. The baby is positioned sideways. The old woman presses her hands against your belly and pushes. You scream until your throat tears. The baby does not turn. Hours pass. The fire burns low. The old woman looks at you. Then she looks at the other women. Then she makes a choice. She reaches inside you. You feel her hand shift the baby. The pain is white and total. The baby comes out silent. Then it cries. You look at the small red face and feel nothing. Not joy, not relief, just the absence of pain. The old woman names the child for you. You do not argue. The broad-shouldered woman who sleeps by the fire watches you recover. She has lost 2 children. Her face is not kind. She says, "You survived. That is the only thing that matters." She is not wrong. And that is what makes it so hard to hear. Another successful day at the office. You grew a human being inside your body for 9 months while walking 15 miles a day and scraping hides until your fingers bled. Very productive. The girl is born when the worst cold sets in. She is small. She is yours. She grips your finger with her whole hand. You teach her to hold the scraping tool. You teach her which plants stop bleeding. For 3 winters, she is the only reason you force yourself out of the cave each morning. Age 22. Your mother's belly rounds for the 7th time. She is thin, her wrists are sticks. She cannot walk without stopping. The band moves. She tries to keep up. She falls. She gets up. She falls again. You run to her. You put your arm around her waist. She pushes you away. She says, "Walk. The baby needs you more than I do." You walk. You leave her on the trail. You tell yourself she will catch up. She does not catch up. By nightfall, the band is 1 person smaller. You do not go back. You do not look back. You hold the girl tighter and keep walking. They give you the title of firekeeper. It sounds like honor. It is actually a chain with a name. Now the warmth of every body in this cave is your personal failure if it goes out. There is no one left to share the blame with. You watch the girl sleeping by the fire. Her small hands grip the air like she is holding a scraping tool, the same way you do. You cannot tell if you are saving her or damning her. Age 26. Your hips crack like dry wood every time you stand. Your belly has been round so many times your skin is mapped with pale lines. You can barely straighten your spine. Age 29. The old woman tells you that you are pregnant again. Your body knows before she says it. The familiar pull, the familiar weight. You do not ask. It does not matter. The band needs children. Your body is the tool that makes them. You lie back on the hide and stare at the cave ceiling. You do not speak. You do not refuse. You simply do not refuse. The birth comes in deep winter. The cave is cold. The fire is low. The baby will not come. Hours pass. Your strength drains. The old woman presses down. The broad-shouldered woman holds your shoulders. You push. Nothing. You push again. Your vision goes dark at the edges. Then you feel something give. The baby comes. A girl. Small. Alive. She cries. You hear the cry from very far away. The old woman places the baby on your chest. You look at her face. She looks at you with new, empty eyes. You have made her into you. You hand her to the broad-shouldered woman. You say, "Teach her the hides." Your voice is barely a whisper. The broad-shouldered woman takes the child. She does not argue. She walks away. The girl, your first daughter, is 12 now. She stands at the cave mouth. She watches the broad-shouldered woman carry the baby. She looks back at you. She asks, "Is this what happens to me?" You have no answer. You hand her the scraping tool. You watch her grip it. You have made her into you. She walks out the next morning. She will scrape hides. She will bear children. She will walk 15 miles a day with a belly pulling at her spine. Because that is what you taught her. That is what the ice taught you. Age 31. The ice pulls back. The world warms. And you are still lying on a hide in a cave that smells like blood and fat. Your body gives out one night beside a fire, burned to white ash. No dramatic end, no final speech, just a chest that forgets to rise. The girl finds you in the morning. She does not cry. She pulls the hide over your face. Then she walks outside. On the cave wall behind you, a handprint in red ochre is still there. Your mother's handprint. 25 years old, the smell clings to the stone. Warm blood and animal fat. The print stares at nothing, waiting for a woman who will never press her palm there again. No marker, no mound. The band moves south, toward the river, toward a world that will still need women to bleed for it. And somewhere south of the valley, a 4-year-old girl watches her mother's belly grow round. The child reaches out and touches the swollen skin. Her mother does not look down. The child pulls her hand back. She stands alone in the firelight. She will learn what the belly means. She will learn soon.